Hey everybody, John here again. It's September the 8th, 2010, and I'm going to give you a quick update on what's going on here. I know I just did a video the other day, but I've got a few improvements done, so I'm going to flip the camera around and show you a little bit of what's going on. I've got my lights installed. That's a 4-foot fluorescent lighting. That's just a standard shop light. And I've got 2 grow bulbs per light there. And they are these lights right here, Plant and Aquarium F40. They put out 1900 lumens a piece, so that's a pretty good bit there going on between the 4 lights over it. You see my tank, I got the water flowing here, and there are a lot of tilapia in here now, including some rather large ones. I've got about 30 tilapia, maybe 40 in this big tank, and I've still got a rather large amount over here in the little tank. I just kind of harassed them this evening and moved a few more over. You can see I've still got the lid off my worm bin. I don't know if you can see on the floor, a few of these worms sacrificed themselves last night with the lids off. So still got those off. My seedlings are still thriving. As you can see, the okra by far forming the best there, followed by the broccoli, the spinach, the peas. One in the middle didn't come up. I actually pulled that seed out today. And then these 3 trays here are the lettuce, and then these 2 in the back side back here are the basil. And of course I had one here that was supposed to be lettuce and it didn't come up either. Got a little impatient. I'm still waiting on my clay pellets to come in for the bedding. It hasn't come in yet, so I actually had a little bit of gravel here and I just kind of tested it out. I had 2 okra plants planted in one pot, so I separated them and pulled one of my okra out and put him in gravel. And I tried to do the same with the broccoli. He's apparently far too small to do it. He was very fragile. And then I found this chunk of carrot that was growing in the worm bin, and I just decided to pull him out and set him in there for giggles anyway. So, got all my pots sitting in here, and the water levels push them up right now. That's how low they sit. They sit flush with the pipe. Same with the far side over here. And I've got my lights hung, and they're hung from the rafters. And then I've got all my lights plugged into a power strip, which is plugged into a digital timer. And yes, this is 11:20 in the evening. I'm a night owl. And then I've also got my pump, which is plugged into a digital timer as well. So my digital timers are running everything. So hopefully here in about the next 15 minutes the lights are going to kick off. And the pump should be kicking off probably about the next 20 minutes or so. And everybody should be pretty well happy here, so that's what's going on. Not a lot more now. So we're just going to wait and see what the plants do. As soon as clay pellets come in, I'll be putting probably the rest of these as soon as I get a little bit more growth on these seedlings. And I'll keep you guys updated on the worms. We'll see what's going on with those bins. I'm going to do a little research at www.redwormcomposting.com. Bentley's website. I'm going to do a little bit more researching. I can't remember how many weeks he said, whether it was 1 week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks. The worms aren't really more than about a week and a half old, so they might still be restless, I guess. I don't think there's a problem with the bedding because I keep finding worms really happy all over every piece of vegetable and everything I've got down there, so I think the bedding's okay. It's staying nice and moist, and it always seems to be consistent when I spray it. I think the sides of the container get a little wet and the worms feel like it's a moist environment and they just kind of travel on, but we'll see what's going on with that. I'll do a little bit more research and I'll let you guys know what the progress is. I'd love to be able to put the lids on these things and move them over to a corner and get them out of the way for right now, but that's not what's happened. So anyway, hopefully in the next few days I'll have the rest of these fish into the big tank and we'll have some stuff going on. So I'll keep you updated. Thanks for stopping in, guys.